we compete from start to finish. That's a hard team to play there. A lot of talent, well coached, hell of a team to the end there. They kept coming, and it's never easy.
It seemed like you guys wanted to set a physical tone early, and that continued to follow through. Was that part of the message tonight?
Yeah, it's playoff. Like every team, they were physical too. We were physical too. Like it's, during the year I can live with guys not hitting, but in the playoffs, it's a different animal, different game, and guys showed up, and we had more than everybody. I loved everybody tonight, so now we need to do it again Friday, and again, that's a hell of a team on that side. They were top of a division all year for a reason. A lot of talent, a lot of pride, and so we saw that moment tonight. They're going to come back at us on Friday.
And how about the penalty kill? What was so effective in that critical stretch early in the second period?
You don't want to see that against a team like that. Like I said, with their skills and everything, you get a full 2 minutes. You really don't want to see that, but I felt the guys were committed to do what we're supposed to do, and Parks came up with a couple huge saves, and that's what you need. 5-on-3 against a team like that, you need your goalie to make saves. They need it.
What can you say about some of the young guys stepping right in and making an impact here in their playoff debut?
That's great. They're everything that they were advertised. Like they play few games for us, like the bump, and Luke's been here for 10 games plus, but they're high talent, and that's one thing. But right now they're showing me their high compete, which is music to my ears.
So you mentioned Gahagan. Is it, at this time of year, a hot goalie? I know he's kind of had a bunch of wins in a row for you to get to the postseason. Sometimes you could ride a hot goalie.
He earned it. It's not, and Cal's been playing better. He was injured, so he's catching up a little bit, and he played great against Hershey last game. But that was my gut feeling with Parker. He's been great. He proved everybody wrong in his life, and he's a character guy. If you know his story, like to be a West Point graduate for me goes a long way. It doesn't make you stop the puck, but it shows me what kind of guy you are, and got a lot of respect for people that serves for sure.
It's a big jump up from juniors to a playoff matchup like this for Jet.
Yeah.
What did you make of his game?
I love everything about it. Like, he was under the puck, he was using his speed, he was, you don't go in the first round because you don't have special skills. He does have that, but again, like I said, those young guys, what they show me tonight, and it's one game, it's the character, and Bump the same way, even Nikita the same way. Like, it's great. Now, it's in the past. We got to move on. That's, like I said, that's a hell of a team on the other side. They're well coached. They have a lot of talent, great goaltending. So it's going to be hard to play them on Friday.
What is it about Bump's game that sort of translates to this level? Coming out of the college game.
He's got poise with that puck. He doesn't get rid of it. Like, he doesn't mind taking hits. And I'm sure, and I know in college everybody went after him, so he's used to it. His poise is impressive. He's a kid. He's a baby. So it's good to see. But again, one good game, and we're moving on.
This is a team that Wilkes-Barre plays very fast. They move the puck really well, and they get a lot of. They live on their offense. Well, aside from the physical play, the forecheck, which really set the tone early, what were some of the things that we were able to see that were able to stymie and often shut them out the whole game?
We worked, and like I said, they're a great team, and they had their moments. I felt Parker made great saves. We killed the plays with our speed. We stay above their speed, and again, I get so much respect for the coaching staff and the players there. So it's one game, and we'll move on it.
What's the message going into the next one, knowing you guys?
One game, and we'll move on.